one other great technique which a lot of designers don't know, mostly beginners, that whenever you are working on your design, you are going to work on the details or the refinements later on in your design. So if you are starting your design and you are starting to, design the header of your website or the top navigation bar of your mobile app, what you are going to do is you are not going to put the details in there. You are not going to put all the icons, all the colors. You are not going to apply every detail over there. You are not going to pixel perfect it. You are going to just put your things over there, just create the layout. So whenever you see a painter painting something, you might have seen then when they start their painting, they are just going to get some of the big spots of the colors they are going to use. Like they put just a brush and put a big spot of orange color on their canvas or something blue at the top. So you are not going to see what they are going to do. They are just putting the colors over there, but they are not going to work on the details. But when you keep on watching them, they are going to work on the details in the end. So in the end, they are going to work on the refinements and it is going to shape into a great painting. So this is how every artist works. Whenever someone is sketching a cartoons or in Disney or any other company, even the logo designers, they first sketch out very rough sketches. Then they try to refine it. Then they put it in the PC or their Mac or in the Illustrator, Adobe Illustrator, and then they try to refine it. So this is the biggest tip. This is how you are going to work on the details later on. Keep them at the end of your design. Okay, now I have seen and I have done a lot of designs, and I know that most of the time of the designers, it is going to be wasted on refinements. So whenever you start a design, try to focus just on the design and the layout. Don't worry about the colors and all the other stuff. Don't try to refine it until the end of the design. So actually a great design from my perspective, if I design a landing page, it takes me 3 to 5 days or maybe 7 days. And the first 2 days, I'm going to just work on the design, the major things, the major content blocks. And the next 3 to 5 days are going to be on the refinements, what background I can use or what image I can put over here, what the overlay colors are looking like, what color the button should be, what color the primary button or call to action CTA button should be. So these are the decisions you are going to make at the end of your design. Don't try to make them in the start of your design. Otherwise, it is going to waste a lot of time. If you have just started your designing and you are a beginner designer, the first thing you are going to notice is that my designs looks ugly. So this happens with all the designers, even the expert ones. When you are starting your designs, before refinement, it is going to look ugly, because refinement is where you are going to balance it. You are going to put some colors into it. You are going to balance the white space or the spacing between your elements in your design. So try to refine it as much as you can until you achieve its goal, or you like that it is the look and the feel and the content I am going for, or the user wants and needs and business needs this kind of design. Okay, so this is a single tip I am going to give you. This is a technique called zoom in, zoom out, which I normally use a lot in my designs. So what you are going to do is that you are going to refine on 2 levels. Zoom in level and zoom out level. Both those refinements are different. So let me show you an example. This is a design of a landing page I recently did. This is Video Messenger company. And you can see over here, this is the first section, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. So these are totally 6 sections, 1 footer, 1 header, and rest of the other sections. So whenever I am designing, for example, I am designing in this header section over here, what I'm trying to do is I will try to focus on this element, the shadow, the colors, all that stuff. But the problem started to occur is when I am too much zoomed in. So right now you can see I am zooming in on this single section, but the design is basically a combination of all these sections together. So what I try to do is, this is called zoom in refinements. So I am zoomed in 100% on my design, and I'm trying to create refinements, different colors, trying to do different shadows on these buttons. So what I try to do is I normally zoom in and then I zoom out to see how these sections are working together, whether the spacing between these two sections, like this two top two, is looking great. Is it too much? Is it too less? For example, here you can see it looks good, but if I try to move it too much down and I am zoomed in, I'm not going to feel it. So when I zoom out, I'm going to feel that these sections need spacing, or these headings need spacing, or these blocks, they are not aligned with this over here. Okay, so these are the mistakes I'm going to see when I zoom out. So whenever you try to align your layout, your design, or align something with different sections and different colors, also you can see if I zoom out, you can see the whole design at one glance. Now I can see that the colors, for example, the top and the footer colors and all these black colors, are they matching together or not? Are they going well together or not? So these are the things I am going to see when I zoom out. So this is the technique I normally use to zoom in and zoom out. So refine on zoom in level, then zoom out and see what are the spacings. Is there something looking fishy or something looking out of order, and fix that. So I hope you have enjoyed this lesson and the zooming in, zooming out technique, and do the refinements later on. And you are going to start your design in a black and white version. So it is also called grayscale. So whenever you start your design, try to start your design. Let me show you how it should look like this. So just a black button, gradient background. This is how you are going to start your design, and try to get the colors later on. So something like this. Okay. So also one more tip is that most of the designers I normally do is I try to wireframe, create a wireframe before starting this design. The wireframe also is going to act as a blueprint of your design, that this is the content, these are the things that are going to be placed over here, and it will help you shape your design better. And it will save you a lot of time. So these are the tips I want to give you guys. I hope you have enjoyed this lesson. If you have any questions, you can ask me. Let's move on to the next lesson.